Good morning, dear students of class 8 in this English online learning class. Today, we'll further continue with the lesson Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. We have already done part 1 and 2. Today, we are going to take up part 3 of this lesson. Now, in part 1, we did how Bipin Chaudhary, who was very fond of reading and used to go every week at Kalicharan bookstore in the new market to buy books, he saw somebody was looking at him. And then this man said that, I think you have not recognized me. But Bipin Babu said that I have not met you before. But this man said that I am Parimal Ghosh and we have met every day for whole week when you were in Ranchi. And he started telling him details about his family, details about the trip. Now, Bipin Babu was not able to recollect anything. He was very much worried, but then he did not pay attention to this man because in that month, in October 1958, about which he was talking, he had never been to Ranchi. In fact, he had never been to Ranchi. He was in Kanpur with his friend. Now, he also mentioned him that when you were staying in the bungalow, you did not stay in the hotel. Your friend Dinesh Mukherjee and his sister was also there. Now, in part 2, we discussed that how Bipin Babu was worried because he had never been to Ranchi and this man was telling details about his family. So he was slightly worried. But then in the night, he tried to concentrate on his book and he forgot this. He loved reading books. Now he thought that he could have contacted his friend Dinesh Mukherjee by calling him up, who was with him in Ranchi, and trying to find out whether he was there with him or not. He dropped the idea of going to his house, but then he decided that he is going to talk to him in phone. But to his surprise, Dinesh Mukherjee said that yes, you've forgotten, you were in Ranchi. Now, Bipin Babu was extremely worried because he said that in October, February, I had gone to Krishnanagar, but then you do not remember the trip to Ranchi. It is very surprising. And then he also said, why are you inquiring all this? Now, Bipin Babu was extremely worried. Has he had a mental breakdown? Was he losing his ability to remember things? Now, let us continue with part 3. After lunchtime, Bipin Babu realized that he couldn't possibly carry on sitting at his desk and working. This had never happened in the 25 years he had been with the firm. He had a reputation for being tireless, conscientious worker. Conscientious means very careful and correct worker. But today his head was in a whirl. Means he was very much confused. He could not concentrate. Back home at 2:30, Bipin Babu lay down in the bed and tried to gather his wits together. He knew that it was possible to lose one's memory through an injury in the head, but he didn't know of a single instance of someone remembering everything except one particular incident, and a fairly recent and significant one at that. He always wanted to go to Ranchi, to have gone there, done things, and not to remember was something utterly impossible. So it is understood if somebody meets with an accident, has an injury on head, he starts forgetting things, but nothing like this had happened. And then remembering everything, just one visit, one incident, it is really impossible. Although he has always wanted to go to Ranchi. At 7:30, Bipin Babu's servant came and announced, Chunni Babu, sir, say it's very important. So Chunni Babu had come. His servant said. Bipin Babu knew what Chunni had come for. Chunni Lal had been at school with him. He'd been having a rough time lately and had been coming to see him about a job. So Chunni Babu was his friend and they both had studied together at school. Now Chunni Babu was having a bad time. He was looking for a job. Bipin Babu knew it was possible to do anything for him and in fact told him it was not possible. In fact told him so. But Chunni kept turning up like a bad penny. So he had told him, but then Chunni kept coming to his house asking for a job. Bipin Babu sent a word that not only was it not possible for him to see now, but not in several weeks. So he told through the servant to Chunni Babu that he will not able to see him today and also not for several weeks. But as soon as the servant stepped out of the room, it struck Bipin Babu that Chunni Lal might remember something about 58 trip, 1958 trip. There was no harm in asking him. So he thought it is good to ask Chunni if he remembers his Ranchi trip. So he thought, let us give a try. Bipin Babu hurried down the stairs and to the living room. Chunni was about to leave, but seeing Bipin Babu appear, he turned round hopefully. Bipin didn't beat about the bush. Listen, Chunni, I want to ask you something. You have a good memory, and you have been seeing me off for a long time. Just throw your mind and tell me, did I go to Ranchi in 58? Chunni said 58. It must have been 58, or was it 59? So Chunni was trying to tell him that either it was 58 or 59, but you had been to Ranchi. You are sure that I did go to Ranchi? Chunni looked of amazement, surprise. Amazement means surprise. Was not mixed with worry. Chunni showed worry and surprise. Do you mean you have doubts about having gone at all? Did I go? Do you remember clearly? Chunni sat down on the sofa, fixed Bipin Babu with a long hard stare. Stare means look. And said, Bipin, have you taken to drugs or something? As far as I know, you had a clean record where such things were concerned. I know that old friendships don't mean to you, but at least you have a good memory. You can't really mean that you have forgotten about Ranchi trip. So Chunni Babu said that I know that you don't consider old friendships, but I am also very sure that you have got a good memory. But now, how can it be possible that you have forgotten the Ranchi trip? Bipin Babu had to turn away from Chunni's incredulous stare. He was looking at him with an unbelievable stare. Look, do you remember what my last job was? Asked Chunni Lal. Of course, you worked in a travel agency. You remember that, and you don't remember that it was I who fixed your railway booking for Ranchi. He said, you remember I worked as a travel agent, but it was only me who booked for you a railway ticket for Ranchi. I went to the station to see you off. He was giving him details of his trip. He said, I was there to see you off. One of the fans in your compartment was not working. I got an electrician to fix it. Have you forgotten everything? Whatever is the matter with you, you don't look too well, you know. He said, even I got an electrician to repair the fan in your compartment. You don't look good. Is there any problem with you? Bipin Babu sighed and shook his head. I've been working too hard. That must be the reason. Must see about consulting a specialist. He said, I'm thinking of consulting a specialist. Doubtless it was Bipin's condition which made Chunni Lal leave without mentioning anything about the job. So Chunni Lal thought it was not right to ask for a job and he left. Paresh Chandra was a young physician with a pair of bright eyes and sharp nose. So he consulted Paresh Chandra. He became thoughtful when he heard about Bipin Babu's symptoms. Look, Dr. Chandra, said Bipin Babu desperately, you must cure me of this horrible illness. I can tell you now how it is affecting my work. He said, please give me a cure. My daily life is being affected. Dr. Chandra shook his head. You know what, Mr. Chaudhary, he said, I have never have to deal such a case such as yours. Frankly, this is quite outside my field of experience. But I have one suggestion. I don't know if it will work, but it is worth trying. If you can do it can do no harm. So the doctor said that I have got one suggestion. We can try. Bipin Babu leaned forward anxiously. As far as I can make out, said Dr. Chandra, and I think you are of the same option. You must have been to Ranchi, but due to some unknown reason, the entire episode had slipped out of your mind. What I suggest is that you go to Ranchi once again. The sight of the place may remind you of your trip. That this is not impossible. More than that, I cannot do at the moment. I am prescribing a nerve tonic and a tranquilizer. Tranquilizer, a medicine to reduce stress and anxiety. So there is one nerve tonic also I am giving you. You go to Ranchi. Probably when you go there, you will remember few things about the previous trip. And then take this nerve tonic and tranquilizers, a medicine to reduce stress. Sleep is essential or the symptoms will get pronounced. He said, take proper sleep, otherwise your problems will become very acute. Bipin Babu felt somewhat better the next morning. So after consulting the doctor, he felt better. After breakfast, he rang up his office, gave some instruction, then procured a first-class ticket for Ranchi for the same evening. So he decided to go to Ranchi. So we'll stop here and we'll continue with the remaining part 4 tomorrow. Make sure that you read your text and come up with your problems. Thank you, class.